Hey guys, it's Sherry here, coming at you guys with week 2 of the WPF. Your Rose Tower Cabarazers are taking on the 29 Azor and his Ant Reap Absols. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I know you guys see the play button, and unfortunately, when I was doing this match, my internet decided to go down and I had to use my hotspot. And OBS did not like my hotspot. It, I much rather said, you know what, I'm just gonna postcom it. And unfortunately, I hate watching postcom and I hate being a hypocrite. So, just for the, hopefully, this is the one and only match I have to postcom. Most likely not, but I'm very sorry to everybody that was hoping for a week 2 live battle. Because I know week 1 was great. It was a very good match. So some things about Azor's roster. The six on screen, Frostless, Hatterene, Claydol, Sakataka, Zapdos, Galar, and Whimsicott. They also have Mega Altaria and Volcanion on their rosters. Mega Altaria at +2, two Dragon Dances literally beat my entire team. Another set that could have beat my team was Dragon Dance plus Cotton Guard. I would be able to do nothing. Um, Nothing to that set, hence why I brought special Jirachi instead of physical. Cotton Guard Dragon Dance scared me because just Dragon Dance in general scared me. And then Volcanion's very, very bulky and could pretty much live anything and just bop something with any move with this pretty good coverage, so that also scared me as well. However, neither came. As you see on the screen, when I was in team preview, I was like, so this is Trick Room, and I was very, very scared. I didn't know what to lead because honestly, the only thing that could one-shot his Trick Room setters was Chandelure. However, if they predicted that and let Stack Attacka, I would be in a very, very bad position. Because they could click EQ, predicting the Toxapex to switch in. They could click Stone Edge or Rock Slide as a middle ground play, as that hits pretty much everything. So that was definitely scary. I didn't really know what Whimsicott or Frostless did, to be honest. I wasn't really worried about that. I was worried about the four in the middle. So without further ado, let's start. I've like never done this before. I hate postcom. I'm so sorry, guys. But oh, leads. So pretty much, I was very, very scared of a Hatterene lead or Stack Attack lead or anything like that. So I decided to lead Jirachi here, as Jirachi it was a middle ground, and I could get some info in regards to some sets or stuff like that. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Actually, I'm gonna have the music because I'm not gonna have any music on the background. So they lead Claydol actually, which I was like, okay, this is not. I'm gonna be pausing a lot. I'm sorry. Actually turn it on normal. But I was like, okay, this is not that bad. I could get info on their Claydol. Because Michael Altaria didn't come, I was like, okay, this Sugar Berry is pretty much useless. I could give info on whether or not it's Fizz Def or Spud Def. So I actually stay in here and I actually click Flash Cannon. Oh, that's still pretty fast. And they proceed to click Rocks. And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And judging from the damage, they were fully Fizz Def, or at least max HP and not Spidef at all. So I was like, okay, they're not going to want to take a Leaf Storm from Rotom. So I think I make the hard switch in Rotom as they Earth Power. So I'm like, okay, got to your place. Totally on purpose, got to your place. So I was like, okay. Now, here's the catch, right? I was not expecting Claydol. I did not have Leaf Storm on this set. This is the same set as last week with different EVs. Like, I literally was not expecting Claydol. Claydol had one of the worst matchups. It died to Chandelure, it died to Rotom, it died to Regice. It died to other things on my team or on my roster. Like, I did not expect it to come at all. So I was like, okay, I'm in a scenario where I have to beat. So I'm doing calc, so I'm like, okay, no special attack real time kills with Leaf Storm, and they don't know I'm bulky yet. They don't know, so they're bound to switch here, right? So I can pretty much make the easy play and just Volt Switch out, predicting them to switch, which is what they do. So I decide, hey, their team is Trick Room. I can go Chandelure right now and just bop something. Nothing switches into Chandelure. Everything gets 2-hit KO'd or O-code with the Shadow Ball. So I come in, I take rocks, I'm fine with that. And I take the trade, I kill it with Shadow Ball. So I'm like, okay, Trick Room's gone. Or at least one of the Trick Room setters. They go stack attacker, which was a good play. I was doing calcs. I was specs. I was doing calcs, and I was like, okay, an overheat bops this thing. Mid roll is 100%, but I'm locked into Shadow Ball, and I don't want to lose Chandelure because Chandelure could put in more work at the end of the match or for late game because nothing switches into a specs Shadow Ball or a specs Flamethrower. So I said, okay, I can easily probably go Rotom here. Predicting an EQ or maybe even a Trick Room. I'd much rather have Rotom in Trick Room than anything else. So I went into Rotom here. They clicked Stone Edge and they unfortunately missed. I felt really bad about that, but yeah, they did miss. So I said, okay, right? I could defog here and remove these rocks. But I was like, I'm very scared of Zapdos coming in. Zapdos comes in and it's +2 attack. I'm gonna have to sack something. So I decided to click Will-O-Wisp, and they switch into Claydol. So I'm like, okay, Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. I get off a Will-O-Wisp, I get off a Burn, which is good. I decided to proceed to click Defog here. I wasn't really fearing Zapdos to come in after I clicked Will-O-Wisp on them. They clicked Charge Beam. So I said, okay, Charge Beam? That's kind of weird, champ. Let me just go into REGICE here and just take absolutely nothing from your attacks. So I go REGICE. This is the freest switch ever. No rocks are on my field. They decided to click Stealth Rock. I said okay. I can click what's in front of me. Nothing wants to take an Ice Beam, a Focus Blast, or a Flash Cannon on this team anymore. Like nothing. Like this, like everything just gets bought by a super effective attack. So I said I can just click what's in front of me. Nothing wants to switch in. So I do go into Sakataka. I do click Ice Beam. Now I guess I got lucky. I clicked Focus Blast and it died. I had defense investment and HP investment to live a Gyro Ball. I was also mid speed, 0 speed. Uh, just for specifically for Gyro Ball. So I would have lived a Gyro Ball if I missed, and I was willing to take that gamble, to be honest, because Regice wasn't really that important to me throughout this match, even though it hit a lot of things very, very well. It just lost to Zapdos and just gets chipped down by Frostlass. So Stack Attacker did die. That was a threat out the way. I was like, wow, okay. So now I think I'm pretty much in the clear, but I don't want to say anything yet because Zapdos Galar is still sitting there. Once Zapdos Galar is gone, I pretty much win this game automatically. So that was my goal. So I decide to click what's in front of me. I have no reason not to. I click Ice Beam. It does so much damage. So they are forced to either sack this or save it. I think their choice is to sack it. Yep, I agree with that play. I do click Ice Beam, and they do go down. Now, I think a misplay on my opponent's end was to go Frostlass here. I think if they would have went Zapdos, they would have put on a lot of offensive pressure and forced me to go into Pex early, and then they could have chipped me down with whatever they had in order to clutch this game out. Because Zapdos Gala can still win this game, depending on its set. But they do go Frostlass, they do click Poltergeist. I said, okay, this is a physical set, not too worried. I do click Flash Cannon, it does 59%. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. So I'm like, okay, another poltergeist can kill me. I'm not about that life. I could just go into Pex. I believe I go into Pex. Pex is like the freest switch, to be honest. Yep, I do go Pex. On their poltergeist, that believe they clicked it again. Yep. And I think they hard switch into Jirachi, if I'm not mistaken. I think I decided to click recover to stay healthy. Which indeed I do, because I don't know what this Zapdos set is. I don't know what this Zapdos set is at all. I'm scared that it's banded, I'm scared that it's scarfed. I need to get some intel on the set. So I decided to click knockoff here. They have Stomping Tantrum, and I do see the Life Orb there, which really scared me. But I was like, wow, that did a lot of damage. I'm scared. I need to knock off this item immediately. So I do knock off the... I'm glad it doesn't have Justified, but I do knock off its Life Orb. And I'm like, okay, I have to recover to get out of range of critical hit Stomping Tantrum. I did not want to be in range. So I said, okay, I can just pretty much get to a stance where I'm pretty healthy and out of range, and then click Scald and try and get a burn. So they click Stomping Tantrum, I click Scald, I'm trying to fish for a burn, I'm not getting it. I said, okay, I have to recover this turn. They go Whimsicott, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I go into Rotom because I think you can't do anything to me, which indeed you can't, as he goes for the Stun Spore. So I was like, ooh, Stun Spore, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Sorry for my dogs in the back. But basically here, I said, okay, a default's obvious, right? If I can Will-O-Wisp and Thunderbolt spam, they're not going to go into Zapdos, and then I can click Defog and play Mind Game. So that's what I do. I click Will-O-Wisp here, predicting the switch into Zapdos to get the +2 attack, which they don't. They click Giga Drain. I'm like, okay, you're doing nothing to me. I don't know why you're doing this. I said, okay, I'm just going to start spamming Thunderbolt. As you can see, I'm spamming Thunderbolt. I finally click Defog, because they're not coming in. I clicked Thunderbolts twice and a Will-O-Wisp. They're not coming in with Zapdos. So I said, okay, I think now I can Volt Switch out and go into Regice, which is what I do. I do Volt Switch. It does quite a bit of damage for Volt Switch and a not very effective hit. But I do go Regice. Their Giga Drain does 7%, which is crazy. So I said, okay, I can just Ice Beam here. I don't care if they paralyze me. This thing is pretty much useless. It serves no purpose anymore. It dies to Poltergeist from Frostlass, and it just gets outsped by Zapdos. So I had no use for this thing. A critical hit does 11%. Absolute madness. So I do click Ice Beam, and they do die. So I'm like, okay, cool. They go Zapdos. I hard into Toxapex. Hard. I can't risk it. They do CC. They don't really do a lot of damage. So I said, okay, in order for me to win this game, I need 6-0, because I'm trying to go for differential. I need to be out of range of a Stomping Tantrum. I need a crit Stomping Tantrum. Crit Stomping Tantrum, they kill me, then they do a lot of damage to all of my other mons. I mean, I could have won 5-0. But I wasn't worried. I was just clicking recover / scald, trying to get this thing chipped down, because after this thing was gone, I won the game pretty much. I would just hard into, well, I would recover and then click knockoff and try and chip it. And then they forfeit. I was like, oh, y'all forfeited. I was so surprised. I was like, I mean, here's my thing, right? So just some after the match, you know, shenanigree or whatever. I don't know. The person I was battling thought I was stalling, and to defend that claim, it was only 32 turns. It wasn't that long. I guess the recover scald plays with Toxapex was stalling, I guess, but like at the same time, like I needed to be out of range of crit Stomping Tantrum. Let me actually see how much a crit Stomping Tantrum did. Hold on. Okay, so I have the calc. Let me actually see. So me scalding here was actually a misplay, because they were adamant from the damage that they were doing. Crit Stomping Tantrum does min 46%. I was in range. They could have got a crit there, and they could have got some differential from that. This also explains a few plays above. I was at around 50%, which is like if I was at 50%, it's, look at that. Oh yeah, I don't want to take that risk. So I said, you know what? It's all right. I'm gonna just click recover until I'm out of range of Stomping Tantrum, and then proceed to click Scald and hopefully burn this thing or kill it. Because if I killed Zapdos Galar, I immediately won 6-0. There was no way I would have won 6-0, even with Frostlass, to be honest. So I guess that was a little stally. I guess you can say, like, I don't know. I didn't consider it stally. It was only 32 turns, but in my opponent's defense, a Toxapex clicking recover and then Scald is a few times is, I don't know, not fun, I guess, which is why I drafted Toxapex. I didn't want that happening to me. But pretty much that's all that there is to this match. I'm sorry that it's postcom. However, hopefully I can bring you guys week 3 live com, which is really exciting. But nonetheless, I thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the comment. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up or leave a like and comment down below what the comment down, yo. Oh, I'm keeping these in here too. But comment down below what your favorite play of the game was, or just how your day was. Or actually, this is going up after Christmas, so comment down below what your Christmas was like. I'm very curious to know. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.